Welcome to the first video on this channel. Today we will be ranking the coasters at Six Flags Great America. And not all these pictures are mine. I own some of them are only mine, but I do not own the rights. I do not take credit for any of these photos that are not mine on here. Alright, at number 14 is Sprocket Rockets, which is a Vekoma roller skater, I believe. And it's just basically a junior coaster and kiddie coaster. Just kind of goes around up over a few small hills. Nothing much, not too exciting, so that's why I'm making it last. Number 13 is Little Dipper, which is manufactured by Toboggan. And it's a wooden kiddie coaster, but it's wooden, so it makes it kind of more unique than the more common steel ones. Like there's only this and Woodstock Express that I know of. It's pretty nice. There's actually kind of a bit of airtime on this. I bring this one out because I haven't ridden Sprocket Rockets either. Number 12 is Demon. This is an aero looping coaster. It looks bigger than some of the other ones I'm ranking ahead of it, but it is definitely not a good ride at all. Your head is banging against the back of the seat on the loops. Basically breaking your neck on the corkscrews. It hurts a lot. I rode it for the credit, and I'm never riding it again. Number 11 is the Dark Knight coaster, which is a indoor Mack Rides Wild Mouse, and the theming definitely makes it a lot nicer. Batman versus Joker. The queue line's pretty cool. I've heard. I haven't been on this. My brother said it's okay. And but the theming's nice, but also kind of takes away the kind of cliffhanger aspect of the Wild Mouse things when you're turning. You feel like you're gonna fly off the edge because you're indoor and you can't really see anything. Number 10 is Whizzer, which is a Schwarzkopf family coaster. And it has a spiral lift hill, which I haven't really seen on any roller coaster besides the Zamperola flying ones, whatever they're called. But, this ride's fun. It's smooth. It's got some pretty cool head chopper moments when you're going through the trees. You're kind of twisting and turning through the trees and stuff. Not really airtime, not a big drop or anything. But, it's a nice family coaster. It's pretty fun. Number 9 is Superman Ultimate Flight, which is a cloned ride, and it's a B&M flyer. There are 3 of these throughout America. It's okay. The beginning of the ride's cool. You're kind of flying down the drop. Not too steep, but the pretzel loop's pretty fun, pretty intense. But then after that, the ride's kind of boring. You're not really going that fast. You're kind of turning, and there's a twist at the end, which isn't that great either. But the flying aspect of the ride's definitely cool. Number 8 is the Joker, which is a SNS free spin. This is also a cloned ride. All these are at Six Flags, and I think there's one in Japan at Nagashimi Spotland, but otherwise all these are pretty much at Six Flags. This one is called the Joker. It's okay. There's definitely ups and downs of it. It's not very long, but you're also kind of flying back and forth. You only really do a full twist once, so that's kind of disappointing. But, it's fun, but it doesn't really last for that long. Number 7 is Batman the Ride, and it's definitely a cloned ride. There's about 6 or 7 of them. One of them is actually called Goliath, but it's still the same ride. These are all across the country. Some have a different name. One in Spain at Park Warner is called Batman. Same ride as this, Batman clone, but the Six Flags ones are called Batman the Ride. Now, this is a pretty cool ride, pretty intense. 5 inversions. I think the most out of any roller coaster at this park, unless you count the Larson Loop as a roller coaster, which I personally don't. And it's a fun ride, but my last ride on it, it was not great. It was a little bit too intense. Like, every time I went upside down, it cut off the circulation in my feet, so that's kind of why I have it so low. And it's a little bit of head banging a little bit. Number 6 is American Eagle, and this ride is really rough, but it's enjoyable if you don't put your head on the headrest. Oop. And, spoiled the next ride there. And I think it's pretty fun. The drop is cool. You get some pretty, sort of ejector, more floater. But it's a nice ride. It's a very historic, very old, and it's manufactured by Intamin. And Batman the Ride is a B&M invert, by the way, too. Oh, yeah, it's pretty fun. Very historic. I think it might still be the tallest racing coaster, actually, I think. Number 5 is vertical velocity. You already saw that because I accidentally went forward. But this is an intimate impulse coaster. You launch forward 65 miles an hour, kind of go back, up and down, straight down. One of the ends twists. That is the upside, and I think it's pretty good ride. Better than Batman. Very smooth, no head banging. I think I only banged my head against the back for like one single time, going back deck down the twisted spike the second time. But otherwise, it was very smooth. The launch was fun. Facing straight down, feet hanging out. That was amazing. And yeah, definitely better than Batman. Number 4 is Viper. This is a Six Flags wooden coaster, the only roller coaster manufactured by Six Flags themselves. And this ride's got some pretty good airtime. The drop is fun because you kind of hang over the edge and it twists down. Not too steep, but there's a lot of drops on this one. It makes it fun. You get that stomach feeling. And yeah, definitely a fun wooden roller coaster. Pretty smooth, actually. It's only a little bit bumpy, but won't hurt you. Number 3 is X-Flight. This ride is just awesome. The drop, the twist, and I don't even know, beyond 90 degrees, I guess you could say. And the inversions, the head choppers, you're just going all over the place, and it's not that fast, but it's pretty fast. It seems fast. But the inversions aren't too quick. There's no head banging, all the comfortable B&M vest restraints. Yeah, definitely a good B&M wing coaster. The only one I've been on, but definitely a good ride. Number 2 is Raging Bull, which is a B&M hyper. You don't really get any of the airtime on this one because it kind of trims on every hill. But this is a hyper twister coaster, one of the first 2 B&M hypers, along with Apollo's Chariot. They opened in the same week. And so it's a hyper twister coaster, so you're not really going to get any of that airtime or anything. But it's a fun ride. You're twisting, turning all over the place, really, really tall, big drops and everything. So it's a pretty fun ride, actually. And they don't staple you, which is good. And number 1 is Goliath, which is an RMC wooden coaster, not a iron, I don't even know what it's called, I forget. Iron Horse topper track. This was just built from scratch. It replaced Iron Wolf, which is B&M stand-up, which was relocated to Six Flags America, which is called Apocalypse now. And it replaced a old Ferris wheel. This ride's amazing. The straight down drop, not almost straight down, 85 degrees, so pretty close. If you're in the back row, you just get whipped down the drop and you get some crazy ejector airtime on the drop. And there's a little airtime hill right here. And yeah, even on the brake, right at the brakes, you get airtime because the hill goes up. The bank turns, you feel like you're upside down. The inversions, the 0G stall is amazing. You're just hanging upside down for what feels like 10 seconds, but it's really only 2, and it's just an awesome ride. The airtime hill is just awesome. Yeah. So that wraps it up, this video. This has been the rankings of my personal rankings of the coasters at Six Flags Great America.